of creativity. Grab your glue gun, your glitter, and your good vibes because you're officially part of the Crafty crew now. And today I'm going to share with you 2 projects that I created for the Christmas collab hosted by Betty Scrap Passion 01. Christmas All Year 2026. If you would like to participate in the collaboration, all you have to do is use the hashtag Christmas All Year 2026. I will have all of the details down in the description box if you would like to follow along and do a VR, as well as all of the talented ladies who are participating in this collaboration. So let's jump into today's video. For this week collaboration, I wanted to play with some different Christmas colors. I did not want to kind of play with the original or the traditional colors. And so as you can see, I decided to do a green and this little tan or shimmer color here. And I did lots of embossing on this card. You can see the back of this card is also embossed, and I'm going to share with you the products that I used to create this card, and then I'll jump right in. For this card, I used the Nestabilities Victorian bow die, and I used this part as well as this part to create this card. I also used these flower dies that I had in my stash here to create the flowers around the card. Then for the embossing, I did use the Ornate Medallion embossing folder by Anna Griffin. This is a very nice embossing folder. I also used this 3D embossing folder called Scenic Poinsettias, and this is a beautiful embossing folder. And then for the inside of the card that I'll share in a moment, I used the Old Paris Cuttlebug embossing folder here. So cute. So now let's look at the card here. Here is all of the gorgeous embossing here that I use with the Anna Griffin embossing folder. Here is the other embossing of the poinsettia embossing folder there, and look at all of the flowers. I was super excited to play with some flowers. It's been a while since I've made some flowers, and so I like how those turn out, and I love how they added a little bit of a spray, a flower spray on this card. And then I just added a satin white bow at the top there. I did use some gold mirror cardstock to kind of give it a little bit more color. And then again on the back, look at that beautiful embossing to this card. I thought it turned out super cute. And then let's open up the inside of the card. And so on the inside, it is also complete. And this is where I have the Old Paris embossing folder here. And it says, wishing you a holiday season that's merry and a new year that's bright. And then I added some of that shimmer cardstock to the bottom there. This is also a Spellbinders Nestability die there. So I dust off those Nestability dies for this card, and I thought this card turned out super cute. This is going to be another great card to add to my Christmas cards for 2026. Here's another card that I created here. Again, not using your traditional Christmas colors. I wanted to use this mauve color along with this gold and this gray. I thought this turned out so cute, guys. Let me show you the products that I used to create this card. All right, for the die that's on the front of the card, I did use this seasonal Christmas dove frame Spellbinders die. This is a Stacy Karin design die, and it is a very large die, but I have not really used this die in my stash, and so I wanted to play with this die for Christmas. I also used this bow die that I had in my stash here. And it's like the double bow here, and that's where I created the bows there. Then lastly, I used the cranberry Christmas paper here. I believe this is a couple years old. This is by Die Cuts with a View, and as you can see, they did use a lot of the gray and the cranberry color, and so a lot of my inspiration came from these colors here. This is an Anna Griffin sticker there that says best wishes for a happy Christmas. I love that bow there. I thought it's so dainty, so pretty. I added a little pearl center there as well as on these bows. These are dimensional, so you can play with these here and make your flowers kind of stick up a little bit. I did double layer the flowers here where I have the cranberry color on top of that gray there, and then of course that very shimmery cardstock. And that cardstock here is also a Anna Griffin cardstock there. All right. And on the back, I just kept it plain. I really love the coordination paper. I think it's very sturdy and I think it's very nice. So I didn't really do anything to the back of it. So let's open it up and see the inside of the card. And so as you can see, I put some paper here as well as here. This is a cutout from that paper stack that I shared with you guys. And so this says Winter Wonderland there. All I need to do is add a sentiment there, and this card is all ready to go. So I am excited that I am getting a head start on my cards this year. So don't forget to go over and check out all of the ladies below so that you can see what beautiful projects they created on today. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by my channel. Love if you take a moment to subscribe to my channel. Also, check me out on Instagram at Markeisha Turner 7. I'm also on TikTok at Simply Markeisha. And if you stayed to the end of the video, let me know in the comments by using this emoji. I'll talk to you guys in my next crafty video. Bye now.